Hello guys, welcome back to the session. Today let us discuss about user administration, how to deal user administration in Jenkins. Okay, before that, in what we have discussed in previous sessions, we have discussed about how to build a job, correct? How to manage plugins, how to download plugins, how to just pipeline the CI/CD flow, how to downstream, how to upstream the projects, how to link up projects one to one. We have seen enter executing these 5 steps like downloading, build, deployment, testing, and delivery. With single job, means with one click. Although we had 2 jobs, we just executed by clicking on one job. Means we have linked the 2 jobs, correct? So we have seen that perspective. So hope everyone is clear with that. So today, as I said, let us see how to deal this user administration. What is mean by user administration actually? Why we need this user administration? Let's say in previous session, what we have done, we have just created a project called Java. So where we have done stuff like continuous download, continuous build, and continuous deployment onto testing server. And one more build job we have taken as test, where we have done testing and deployment onto production, which is nothing but delivery. Okay, so if you observe, the first job is completely related to validate the code. I was doing code validation. Okay, I was taking the code, I've just built an artifact, and I've just asking to I'm just deploying an application server, and I was checking the application. So I'm just making sure that application is being deployed properly, leave about performance, everything. Okay, so we can say mostly it was related to development stuff, means it was a bit like dealing with the code. Okay, so once you get everything perfect on that step, we are coming to second job called testing. So where we are doing testing and deployment into production, which is an ultimate goal, correct? So if you observe these 2 jobs on Java job, we have done mostly development code based activity. When it comes to testing job, we have done testing and deployment activity, correct? So in general, let's say we have seen developers, we will be having teams like developer and testers. Let's say if I keep open that open the 2 jobs to development team and testing team. Okay, it will be good if development team access only development jobs, if and testing team work only on testing job, that will be fine. But what if developer touch as a testing code, or a testing guy touches a development code? There may be a issue. Okay, so it's always good to have restrictions in a project based upon the team, based upon the scope, based upon the involvement. Okay, let's say in real time scenario also, when you get into an organizations, you will be having teams, right? You will be having networking team, Windows team, Unix team, different teams. Okay, so let's say if you take Windows, if you want to install any software on your laptop or desktop, you can't do it, right? What you have to do, you have to raise a ticket. Admin team, Windows team will come into the picture. Either they will give you privileges for some sort of time, or they will take your screen and they will do installation stuff, whatever you asked for. Okay, so if it is something like Unix, if you need a root password, okay, for some generic activity, let's say while building the OS or somewhere, okay, you have to take that sorry, you have to take that from administration team. So here, let's say if you have entire Windows administration access, let's say you can install whatever you want, but that's not the ideal case, correct? If you want to install something, it should be it should not harm your environment. It should not, because you will be having your company data on your laptop. Okay, what if you download some third party tool which is not more secured? There may be a chance of hacking your data. So that's why organizations restrict the users in that perspective. In the same way, here also it's good to have restrictions for every team. Okay, so means you can either do like tester should see only testing jobs, he should not be able to see development jobs. Okay, or else you can make something like he can see the development jobs, but he should not have any access to do any modifications on development job. Same case with developers. Either you can hide all the jobs apart from the development, or you can make everything available. But except development job, he should not be able to access any other jobs. Okay, so that's the case. Okay, so that's the scenario. I've just started my development server here. See dev env. Okay, I'm just starting Jenkins here. Java -jar jenkins.var. Okay, so let it get started. Meanwhile, I'll copy this public IP and I'll just try to okay, let it come to up and running. Let it come to up and running so that we can okay, it came up and running. So just let me access this. Okay, so this is some fresh instance, so we don't have any previous jobs. So just for just for a sake, what I will do, I'll just create some dummy jobs, not in deeper level how we done in previous sessions. I'll just just will make some development job, testing job, means just to show, that's it. No, we are not going to do any configuration in that jobs. Let us see. Okay, so what I am doing, I'm just new item, freestyle. Okay, name we have to give. Okay, already we have all this. What will give ABCD, let's say ABCD dev. Okay, choose freestyle project. Oh, what happened? Okay, freestyle project and save it. Okay, just I'm just doing some basic, very basic thing. Execute shell, let's say echo dev job. Okay, apply and save. Okay, let me create one more job as also for testers. So new item, ABCD -test, choose freestyle project, click on OK. Just come to build environment. Just for a sec, nothing we are doing, nothing doing with this testing job. So means what I mean to say is ABCD development is a job where we have development stuff, and ABCD test is a job where we have testing stuff. Let us run it once just to make sure it has built successfully. What is take time? Okay, this is successful, and just build it. Okay, this is also successful. Okay, now you can see, right, 1 and 1 both are successful. So now let us try to create users. Okay, so sorry, come to dashboard. Okay, come to manage Jenkins. Okay, manage Jenkins, come to manage user. Okay, so here you can create the user. Okay, click on create user. Okay, let's say I'm giving like dev user. Okay, so password I'm giving something like okay, confirm the password. Okay, full name, dev, email address david@gmail.com. okay, create user. So now this user is created. Let us create one more user to just work with testing. Just provide some password, confirm the password, full name, testing. Okay, test it gmail.com. okay, create the user. Now you could see two users. But if you observe something here, you could see some restriction block, right? Let us see whether let us try to log in with dev or test. Let's see any restrictions has been given or not. Okay, I'm just giving dev. Okay, password. See, but I'm able to log in. I'm able to see everything. Okay, so let me see. Now I logged in as dev, right? So let me run a testing job. See, it has run. Okay, just let me log out. Let me log out and log in as test user. Test. Okay, now I am a tester. Now I am a tester. Okay, but let me try to build this one. See, done. So see, now a tester is able to build development based job, developer is able to build testing jobs, and this guy can do anything, whatever admin can do. Both tester and developer, they can do whatever admin can do, but that is not the ideal case. That's what we discussed about, correct? So just come to manage Jenkins. Okay, so here if you see under security, you could see only for these four: configure global security, manage credentials, configure credential providers, and manage users. Okay, now let us go to manage plugins. Just come to available, just type role based. Okay, yes, see this one, role based authorization strategy. So click install without any restart. Okay, just let us wait till it completes. Okay, success. Now come to manage Jenkins. Okay, so now what you can do, okay, now you just come to manage Jenkins, and after here go to configure global security. Okay, configure global security, click on okay. Okay, so now if you observe on under this authorization, you could see logged in users can do anything, correct? So that's the reason whoever the users has been created, they are having all the access. So we have to restrict that. Now we have to just choose role based strategy, apply. Wait, with what user we are doing it actually? Oh my god, anyway, he is having testing things. So ideally you should do it as admin. Okay, ideally you should do it as admin. Okay, so just log out, admin, password. See, now it is showing access denied because your done is as tester, correct? Now let us try to log in as dev password. See, dev is missing the overall read and read permission. So actually ideally you should do that using admin, so that let us just rectify it, because we done it as testing, right? So ideally it will be something like it was restricting other users to view this. I just forgot to change the user. So what you have to do it ideally, I'm just reverting these changes. Okay, I'm just reverting this, apply, save. I'm just reverting, logging out. Okay, and now let us log in as admin. See, now you could see everything. What is this here? Okay, so now ideally you should restrict the user. So now you are an admin, come to configure global security. Okay, come to authorization, just here click on role based strategy. Now apply and save. So what you are telling, except admin, no one should do any login to this one. Okay, no one should able to access this Jenkins page. Okay, let us see now. Same it will happen with dev and test. See, it will tell same thing to developer. See, dev is missing the overall read permissions. Just remember this, overall read permissions. Okay, now let us check with testing also. What is the testing username? Test. Okay, provide the password. See, test is missing the overall read permissions. Okay, so now what we'll do, we'll just, so now use tester and developer came to us. Actually dear admin, we need some permissions, we need certain permissions to certain projects. Okay, so I need that because I'm not able to log into Jenkins only, so I need certain permissions. Let's say developer is asking, I need certain permission to ABCD dev project. Tester is asking, I need certain permission to ABCD test project. Okay, so now what this admin can do, so come to dashboard, manage Jenkins. Okay, so here you can see manage and assign role. Earlier it was not there if you observe. So click on this. Okay, so manage and assign roles. So very first you have to, what you have to do, you have to create the users, right? You have to create the users. So go to manage roles, go to manage roles. See here already you could see admin as global role, who is having entire permissions. If you observe what the error we have seen dev when we logged in with the dev, he was telling dev is missing overall read permissions. See, read permissions under overall. Okay, when we logged in with testing, even for tester also he was telling same thing, you are missing read permissions under overall. Correct? So see, if you observe, admin is having all the access in every aspect, in terms of credentials, in terms of overall agent, job, run, view, everything. Okay, so now what we'll do, let us create some users. Let us create some users. Okay, so now this is the global role. So what I am doing, I am just creating a global role. I'm just creating a global role. Let's say I'm creating a global role called ABCD, means ABCD project, let's say. Okay, so let us create ABCD project. So click on add. So now just give whatever you want, whatever you want. What it was telling, actually it was telling you are missing read permissions under overall, correct? So let us give that only. Okay, so we have given read access in overall. Okay, so let us come to view section to see the jobs. Let us come to view section. Under view we can give this one, everything. Okay, so now just come down and you could see one item roles, right? Just add an here we can add some role. Here we can add some role. So what the role, like role means we have two users, right? One is for developer and one is tester. Okay, so what I am adding here, I am just adding developer. I'm adding developer, and you could see something here, pattern. Pattern is nothing but which type of project he wants to access, which types of project he want to access. I'm just giving ABCD dev. This is our project, right? Like what actually developer supposed to access. Okay, so I just give an ABCD dev. Let's say if you have something like ABCD dev 1, ABCD dev 2, ABCD dev 3, and he should access all those, means you can simply give dot star. So it will be like something after ABCD dev, whatever the project start with ABCD dev, he can be able to access all the projects. So as of now we have only one project, so let us give it simply. Okay, we have created an item role called developer, and we have given pattern something like project name, correct? So similarly just add it. Okay, so this is developer for development project. Okay, so here we can give all the permissions to him, because he is able to access only development project, right? So he was not accessing anything else. So within that project we can give all the permissions, or if you want still restrict something, you can restrict, but ideally we can do everything. So this is different from scenario to scenario, project to project, company to company. Okay, so that's why I'm just giving everything here. So like you will be having a guide like how to do this, so no need to worry about this. So you can just give the permissions based upon your requirement. Okay, so developer, so just apply, save. Okay, come to manage roles again. Okay, now create one more, let's say tester. Okay, so what the pattern we have given, what the project, let's say ABCD test. Okay, click on add. So just give all the permissions regarding his for his project, so he can access ABCD test based projects, and he will be having all the access to that. Hope you understood. So this is nothing but see, we are giving developer, we are giving all the access to developer in terms of access to ABCD development project only, and we are giving all the access to tester to access only ABCD test. Okay, not anything else. Okay, just apply, save. Okay, now this is done. So now what we have done, we have just created a global role, means we have given ABCD project. Under that ABCD project I just created two users. Okay, I've just created two users. Okay, now come to assign roles. Okay. Oh shit, we have added user, right? We should have we have given dev and test, right? Okay, no problem, let us see. Okay, so here you can add user. Okay, now we can add user. What's the user we are given? Dev. Okay, see, if you observe global roles, what are the global roles we have seen? ABCD and admin. So now you can add the user here. Let's say I'm adding dev user. Okay, I'm just giving permission to ABCD project. I'm just giving project to ABCD project. Okay, now I'm just adding one more test. Okay, add, I'm just giving ABCD access. Now means I was telling that you can use this global rule of ABCD. Okay, but you are not admin. Okay, now come to item roles. Okay, just user or this one. So developer, I think actually we should give we should have given the same username password. Okay, let us see whether it works. Okay, developer, sorry, not this one. So in under this item roles you could see developer and tester. Okay, let me just remove this. What it's okay. Oh shit, I'm not saved here. Let me give development, add, I'm just assigning dev for this one, test, add, and just assigning ABCD as global role. Okay, just before all this, just apply and save, just to make sure we don't lose anything. Now when it comes to item roles, you could see developer and tester. Means we have written a project based role, a developer and tester. Now we have to assign the users for this. Which user has to access developer and which user has to access tester. So let us give dev, add it. So developer should access developer based roles. Okay, now just give test, add, tester should access tester roles. Just apply and save. I'll explain everything again. See what we have done, we have just created a global role called ABCD. So where we have roles under that project. Okay, so I have assigned dev user and testing user to this ABCD project. So now I'm just telling that you can access ABCD project. So within that, what I am telling, I've just created two project based roles or item roles. One is called tester and one is called developers within that ABCD project. Okay, so again here I am assigning, so developer should access developer based whatever the things I've written. So for developer, what I've written, he should access ABCD dev. For testing jobs, tester, he should access ABCD test. Okay, so that in that sense, so developer should be able to access developer based role, which is nothing but ABCD dev. Testing, user name called, I think we have given test, not testing, sorry. Okay, so user name called test, he should be able to access tester project. What is tester project? What we have written for tester we have written ABCD test. Hope you understood. Okay, first we have written global role. So under the global role we have written two project based roles that are not users. Remember, that are roles, not users, that are roles. One role is developer role, one role is tester role. So whatever the user I add under developer role, he should be able to access the project ABCD dev. Whoever the user I'll add under testing role, they will be able to access ABCD test project. Hope you understood. Okay, now just let me log out. Okay, we have done, right? Just log out. Now I'm just logging guys dev admin. So earlier when we tried to log in with dev user, we have seen your dev is missing overall read permissions. Now let us click. See, now you are able to see this. But you are able to see only ABCD dev project. Just build it, just build it, because you have given this dev user, you have written this dev user under development role. So in development role, what we have written, whoever the user comes under this developer role should access only abcd-dev project. Okay, so now he could see only development project and he has executed. Now just log out and just see what happens with the test user. Test password. See, now he could tester, when we logged in with testing, he could see only abcd-test, because we have added this test user under tester project. So under tester project, what we have written, so whoever the user comes under to tester project, he should able to access only abcd test project, and he can do anything he wants on that project. Build it, refresh it, see, it has done. Now log out and log in as admin, whether you can see everything or you can see only some restricted jobs. When you log in as user, see, you could see everything. Hope you understood how to do this stuff. Okay, so this is, guys, just not typical thing, it's very easy, don't get confused. So very first we have created users. So I'm just explaining real-time scenario. Just see now a user called a user called B has joined into the team. So A is a developer, B is a tester. Okay, so now initially there is no access to these guys, no access to A guy, A and B. Okay, but A wants to access some abcd-dev jobs, B wants to access abcd-test jobs. Okay, let's say dev is want to access abcd-dev, test the user, he wants to access abcd-test. Okay, he came to you, he asked you to give the permissions. See, I want to access this, tester wants to access testing based jobs. So what you have done, you have created a global project called abcd, because the project name is abcd, you have just created that. So under that global rule, you are writing again two rules called project rules or item rules. So on that you are giving two groups, let's say two groups. One group, what you are giving developer, one more group you have given as tester. So in that developer, what the rule you have written something like, whoever comes under this group, he has to access abcd-dev, and he should have all the access. Same for tester, whoever comes under tester role, he should have all the permissions to abcd-test. Okay, so again we just modified that and we have just executed. So let's say now if you add this dev user, whatever the creator user we have created, dev user, if you add that under the testing, let's say you added that under testing. Okay, you are under tester. Okay, just let me show you. See, now this is there. Okay, so now dev and abcd under abcd, this is good. Now let us add this developer into tester into developer. Okay, apply and save. So in earlier case, what was happening, so developer used to access only development jobs. So now let me log into dev, let me log in as developer user, user called dev. Let me see what you can see. You can see abcd test job, build it. You can build it because you have given this dev user under testing job, testing role. As per testing role, whoever comes under that role can access abcd-test project. Understood, right? Now let us log in as test. And just see, you could see abcd dev job, correct, because you added this test under developer role. As per that, whoever comes under the developer role, they can access abcd-dev project, they can do whatever the modifications they want. See, build is done. Okay, so this is very simple, and we can say this is very important. Okay, so just try to practice it. If you get any issues or doubts, let me know. I'll try to answer those questions. Okay, so here I'll show you one thing. Okay, so here under abcd, what I'm just this abcd role, I'm just when it comes to job or configure, create, delete, discover, move, read, workspace, I've just given these changes. Okay, apply, save. Okay, so now just log out, log in as dev user. See, you could see development job and testing jobs, because we have modified that, right? We have modified that role. He can, ABCD, whoever, ABCD, whoever comes under this ABCD role, let me show you. I think you didn't. What is this? Manage Jenkins. So manage, assign role, come to manage roles. So here earlier we have given only this point and viewpoint, correct? We have just enabled that 2 points only. Now I've just given some restrictions on this job column. So on job column I've just given them, they can configure, create, delete, discover, move and read. So this read is the thing which help to see all the jobs, but still you will be having restrictions as per this only. Okay, still you will be having restrictions as per this only. So you have to be very careful while assigning these, very careful while giving these permissions. Let's say if you give all these tick boxes to ABCD, he is nothing but admin. He can do whatever admin can do. Okay, means developer can do anything, tester can do anything. That is not the ideal case. Okay, so you have to be very careful while giving this one. You have to make sure about the permissions. We have to, whether it is from client or your team lead or from someone, you have to take it very proper restrictions, proper instructions for this. After that only you have to build this. Okay guys, I'm just stopping the session here. Hope everyone understood. So as I said, if you have any doubts, let me know. I'm just open to help you. Okay, stay safe guys. Thank you.